In this example, I'm going to show you how to connect a LeadPages form to SalesPype using Zapier. As you can see, I'm currently logged into my SalesPype account. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find the campaign that I'm looking to attach my form to. So basically, when people fill out my LeadPages form, I want them to automatically be funneled into this campaign here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Edit. And you can see I already have my campaign built out here. Now the next step is I'm going to use Zapier to create this connection between LeadPages and SalesPype. So I'm going to click this button here that says Connect Zapier. You're going to see it says you've been invited to use SalesPype on Zapier. And now you're going to click this button down here that says Accept Invite and Build a Zap. All right, so we are now logged into Zapier. What you're going to do is you're going to click Make a Zap right here. And now we're going to get started. So the first thing you want to do is you want to choose your trigger app. Now in this scenario, the trigger app is the LeadPages form. So you can see I've used LeadPages in the past in my account, so it's populating right here. But if you don't see LeadPages, you would just search for it in this search box right here. So I'm going to select LeadPages. And now I'm going to hit Save and Continue. Okay, now I've connected my LeadPages account in the past to this Zapier, so it's already showing up here. But in your scenario, if you've never connected the two, you would click Connect an Account. It would prompt you to log into your LeadPages account, and then it would store it for further use in Zapier in the future. So what I'm going to do, since I already have it here, I'm just going to test it, make sure the connection's still good. It says success, so it appears to be working. So we're going to hit Save and Continue now. All right, so now it's saying what form is it that we are trying to connect to? And in this scenario, let me find my form. This one right here. LeadPages to SalesPype demo. All right, so that's my form. And I'm going to hit Continue. Now the next thing is it's saying that it wants to pull in some samples so it understands what the data looks like that when it comes in from that lead form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my LeadPages form and do a test. And let's find that form. Here it is right here. Okay, so let's do a test. Let's put in some sample data. And we'll just make something up here. Just put in a ridiculous name. Gary Thompsonton. @gmail.com. And let's put in a number for him as well. All right, so there is our test prospect. So let's get started. All right, so I have successfully filled out that form. The next step for me is to go back into Zapier. And we want to try and pull in that sample that we just did. So I'm going to say pull in samples. And it looks like it has found a submission. I'm going to click the drop-down box here, make sure it's correct. Yep, that's indeed the test that I ran there, Gary Thompsonton. So now I'm going to say continue. All right, so now it is looking for an action step. And in this Zap, the action step is connecting the system to SalesPype. So I'm going to say add one now. And again, I've used SalesPype in the past, so it's already populating right here underneath my apps. If you did not see it, you can search for SalesPype right here. And make sure you choose the most recent version. So at the time of this recording, our most recent version of the app is 1.2.0. If you see something even greater than that when you're doing your connection, be sure to choose that. So let me select it. We're going to hit Save and Continue here. And now I'm going to run a quick test just to make sure that Zapier is connected to my SalesPype account correctly. Now again, I've used this in the past, so mine's already pre-populating. The first time you do this, you're going to click connect an account, and it's going to have you log into your SalesPype account so it can store that data for the future. But I am already connected, so I'm going to say test and success. So we can now hit Save and Continue. All right, so now we just need to start mapping over some fields so that SalesPype understands how to read your LeadPages form. Now the first thing here is we're telling the system which campaign are you trying to send this new lead to. Now in this scenario, the SalesPype campaign is called Liquor Liability Website Lead. So I'm going to select that. Now we need to map over the phone number. So I'm going to click the drop down here, and it's showing that sample lead that I put through. And I just need to pick out the phone number field, which is here. Now I'm going to pick out the email field, which is there. Find the first name, which is here. Find the last name, which is here. And essentially what we've just done is we have taught Zapier and SalesPype how to read your form data. Now there's a lot more fields you can use. If you had this data on your LeadPages form, SalesPype can accept this data. But the most important stuff is right here, your first name, your last name, your email, and your phone number, because this is what really triggers campaigns. So this is all I need in this particular example. So I'm going to scroll down and click continue. All right, so now we're going to send a test prospect to SalesPype. Now this is that test that we ran earlier. So I'm just going to go ahead and send that prospect over. Hit send test to SalesPype. And it looks like it was a success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to SalesPype and just make sure that it indeed was transferred over. So here is that campaign. Let me refresh. And there we go. It's saying that we now have 2 contacts. A minute ago we only had 1. And there he is. There's Gary Thompsonton. So it looks like the lead data has been transferred over correctly. And what's going to happen is in just a few minutes here, Gary Thompsonton will start getting our automated messages. So let's go back into Zapier. And we're just now going to hit finish now that we know that it's working correctly. And we're going to name this Zap to SalesPype. And you can call this whatever you want. Just name it something that will make it easy for you to reference later and understand what it is. Final thing right here, your Zap is currently off. We're going to switch this toggle switch to on. And now we are good to go. So our Zap is set up and working correctly. And we have just set up a LeadPages to SalesPype Zap. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. But as long as you follow the instructions in this video, you'll be good to go. Take care.